A cow produces milk 7 days a week.
Do you know why a dairy cow produces milk?
Just like a woman produces milk.
Because they're pregnant, right?
No?
Yeah.
It's a natural process.
Is there anything in meat you can't get from plants? Well, what about B12? Wouldn't that be terrible?
Hey, just wondering, have you ever thought why we still eat meat, dairy, and eggs? Have you ever thought why we still eat meat, dairy, and eggs?
Dairy and
Eggs? As a human race, why do we still use those products?
because they're a staple.
But like I think necessity. You know what I mean? Like, are they necessary for us?
What else are we gonna eat?
Like vegetables.
Well, yeah, but still you need something to balance it all out.
Like, what do you think? Do you think there's something in meat that you can't get from plants?
Oh hell yeah.
What's that?
You get your vitamins and stuff from plants, yes. Because they're grown naturally. You also get other things. You get dairy from beef cows.
Yeah.
You get bacon, which goes with eggs, or basically anything.
What if there were alternatives and we didn't need them in 2020? Do you think those lives are being lost for nothing?
Well, there's thousands of lives being lost to car accidents, drinking, driving,
Yeah.
drugs.
But this is like something we can deal with at our day-to-day lives, like not choosing a product, like going for like almond milk or something like that.
It's a personal choice.
But like, can it be really personal if there's a victim involved?
Who's the victim of dairy cows?
So what happens to the baby, the male baby, is that they actually get bolt gunned in the head right away from birth. So they die immediately, or they get raised for veal,
Yeah.
which is baby cow.
Yeah.
So do you think that the taste pleasure coming from milk is worth the life of that baby cow?
How can you prove that the dairy, which is there 7 days a cow produces milk 7 days a week,
Do you know why a dairy cow produces milk?
just like a woman produces milk.
Because they're pregnant, right?
No?
Yeah.
It's a natural process.
No, you actually need to artificially inseminate a cow in order to get it pregnant, in order for it to start producing milk. So the males are considered a waste product. So they actually end up killing the baby cow. Not a lot of people know about this, but they end up killing the baby cow right from birth.
It still boils down to a choice.
But like I said, like if there's say me going to choose the color red over the color green for a pen, that would be a choice, a personal choice.
Right.
But if I was to go and kick a dog, that would not be a personal choice because there's a victim involved.
Right.
So do you think there's anything different from a dog to say the cow?
No.
So would you say that then they would be labeled as a victim for what we do to them?
Not at all.
No? Why?
Well, you're saying there's alternatives out there like almond milk, soy milk, and whatever.
And
else.
cheeses also. There's yogurts made out of coconut.
But it still boils down to a choice. Do you want almond milk, soy milk, or do you want natural dairy milk?
Would you say it's natural to artificially inseminate cows and shove your fist in their anus and then inject them with bull semen?
But this is all stuff you've researched.
No, this is standard practice.
No. What I'm saying is, it's stuff you know about that not everybody else knows about.
And do you think they hide it from people because people don't want to ever know about it?
No, it's because people naturally, like anything else, it's a choice. They don't care.
Yeah. But when I think about the situation, I think about the person being oppressed, right? Like you think about the being oppressed, not the oppressor. Like if we were to take that logic, we would go back to slaves and say, well, you want your slave owner, well, you know what I mean? You want your slave. I'm sorry.
See, you're missing my point.
Yeah.
It's up if a person wants to look at the alternatives to dairy. Now, with the internet, in the last, say, 25 years.
Yeah.
That's more possible. Back in my era of the 60s and 70s,
It was harder to get anything then.
it was,
You couldn't even get any
we didn't
like
know what we didn't know.
exactly. Yeah. But in 2020,
So now, with the internet, yeah, if you want to research something and find out, hey, besides dairy, because you want to look at a healthier lifestyle, you can look at alternatives.
yeah.
If you get interested in, well, as you said, that they artificially inseminate a cow,
It's basically rape to do that, because they're actually in a cattle crush where their neck is held so they don't, and they thrash around to try to escape that. So that's actually, like, if you would put that into a human context, that would be labeled rape. And if you took that into a dog context, people would label that as bestiality, rape.
yeah.
But how come we don't think like that about these livestock?
Because as I've been trying to get across to you, but you're throwing it back in my face, is that people don't care.
Yeah.
They've been brought up that they like dairy, they like eggs,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, I've seen how eggs are done.
Yeah, and how the baby is macerated, like the
Well,
bale
no,
maybe.
where they're in a little cage and they're force-fed
Yeah.
the ingredients to produce the egg.
Yeah.
So for people to say, well, it's a personal choice. That's all I tell people.
How can it be?
I've seen it. It didn't turn me off from it.
So if I killed a dog and I wanted to eat that dog, that would be my personal choice,
Exactly.
and you'd be okay with that?
It's going on in China right now.
But where do you live though?
I live here.
Yeah. So but if I did that to that dog and I killed it just to eat it for taste pleasure,
Yeah.
well, how would you feel?
That's your choice.
But and you would just be perfectly fine with me killing that dog.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's something maybe.
so do you
A lot of
consider them to
people-
be an item, like do you think of them as a thing, and not like somebody?
Exactly.
So you don't think of them as somebody. You think of them as something, like a spatula, or
No, they're somebody's pet. They're somebody's child.
so we can just rule over them as much as we want.
Just like anything else.
So, but how come we have laws to protect a dog being beaten, but we don't have those laws in place for? Have you ever wondered that?
No.
Never, huh?
No.
Well, all right. Well, thanks for the conversation.
Is there anything in meat you can't get from plants? Well, what about B12? Well, let me tell you.